Camping trips. You can never go wrong with a camping trip, excuse me. Am I right? Wow, just got my words mixed up there. Oh, my apologies about that, but yeah, like I said, you can never go wrong with a camping trip, especially if it's up in northern Michigan. Yeah, that's for sure. While we weren't way too far north, obviously, still I consider Baldwin and Ludington up north, especially considering they both sit right on top of US 10, and they're both north of Grand Rapids and Muskegon as well. That's for sure. But yeah, my brothers, my little sister, my dad, and my stepmom and I decided to come up here for a few days to just hang out at our camping spot. We own some camping property up in Baldwin, which is why we were here. But yeah, this is probably the first camping trip we've had since May of earlier that year, that's for sure. We haven't really been camping much this year, unfortunately, because we were super busy with work this past summer. So unfortunately, as a result, we ended up not camping much. But still, this was definitely a camping trip to remember, as we hung out at the property quite a bit. We went to Ludington a few times and just had a good time. While we were up here, there were quite a few storms that would come through. The first storm that came through was on a Saturday night when we were up here. And, let me tell you, this storm, while it was not severe in our area, thankfully, it was pretty bad, like an hour or so south of us. Like, there were areas like Howland, Zeeland, Muskegon, Grand Rapids, and a few other areas that way that were hit with a bad storm, 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Lots of people without power, lots of people that had their property damaged. At one point, I would go on to talk about how I was on the phone with a buddy of mine who lives just outside of Howland and Zeeland, and his house had lost power. And while I don't think I talked about this as well while I was up on this trip, but another one of my friends who lives just outside of the Door, Wayland area, they were camping up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan at the time when I was up here, and my friend asked me if I could stop by his house on my way back home, but then the morning I was supposed to leave, he ended up getting a call from his uncle saying that his house was okay, so I didn't have to do that, thankfully. I mean, I still would have done it if he would have wanted me to, but when I was heading home, I didn't recall seeing any storm damage anywhere. There were some spots where I did see some trees down, but for most part, we were on freeway, so, I don't think you're going to see much for downed trees, unless if it was a really bad storm, that's for sure. Or if there was a spot where, like, a tornado came through, then, you might see some tree damage. Like, for an example, there was a tornado that went through the northern part of Grand Rapids a few years back in August of 2023, right between Rockford and Grand Rapids, where you could see some tree damage, but that's a subject matter for another time. But yeah, like I said, it did storm a few times while we were up here. First night was a Saturday night. I ended up not recording it, unfortunately, but while we were on our way to go to a restaurant in Luther, I did see some lightning, but it wasn't bright, so I ended up not recording it. Then it wasn't repeated either, so I ended up not. That's another reason why I didn't record it. Anyways, if I can get my words right, my word. But the day we were supposed to leave, though, it wasn't so bad. It rained at times, so yeah. And mind you, when I would go to record the weather, for most part, I was sitting in the back seat, so it was kind of a pain in the butt to record the weather while I was on the road. But at one point, when I was chilling at the campsite, while everybody else had to run to a gas station for a few things, I was able to get some footage of the rain, even though it was pretty dark out and you couldn't really see much unless if I turned my phone light on. Still, I don't think it was too bad, though. That's for sure. And not only that, too, but later on in the video when we're on the road, I end up silencing the clips and adding music to them because my brother had some blasting music playing, so, you know, I already know this video will probably get some claims from music anyways, but still, you know, I didn't want a bunch of blasting songs playing on the music video or the YouTube video as I'm showing this. So yeah, I ended up silencing some of the clips, but yeah. One thing I will add is the day after we left Baldwin, there would be some tornado reports about an hour or so north of Baldwin, like areas such as Torch Lake and Bel Air. You know, those areas had some reported tornadoes. Yeah, the one was just a water spout, but it did turn into a tornado a little bit after leaving the lake, but that tornado didn't last long. And then the Bel Air tornado, which is the one in the green, that was classified as an F1. And then I didn't know anything about this tornado until I found this photo, but Lake I don't know what that lake says. I'll have to Google it, but yeah, all within like maybe 20 to 30 minutes of Traverse City, there were tornadoes reported nearby, which was definitely odd because the next day there was a tornado reported, or a funnel cloud reported over by Cassopolis, which is about 30 minutes from where I live. So yeah, go figure on that. Anyways, enough talk about the weather. So like I said, this was a northern Michigan trip that most of my family and I had went on. This was definitely a great time to remember. You know, the lake was definitely a bit cold when we visited, you know, which is why I didn't jump in the water. I don't really go swimming that much anyways, unless if it's a hot tub. So yeah, I just, as I've gotten older, I'm not really much of a swimmer, but that's just my opinion. You know, just my life choice, I guess. But yeah, we went to the beach right by Ludington State Park. you know, it was definitely a great scenery to see. You know, there weren't way too many people here, you know, and the air temperature was just right. So yeah, I'm not complaining about that one bit. Still had a blast. The water wasn't too wavy, and it was pretty sunny out still at the time when we came here. So for that, I am super thankful for. But anyways, I think I've explained everything I needed to about this trip. If there's something I missed, I'll explain it towards the end. But yeah, anyways, I'm about to show you guys the videos, and I hope you guys enjoy them. This is my trip to Baldwin and Ludington vlog. Enjoy. Alright, just about to leave to head up north. Taking that car, my brother's car, and my dad's truck. Yeah. Not getting you, Logan, I promise. Sure. On the road.
Get in my car. I got fucking 12 miles to leave. I was like, what the fuck, Steve? I mean, you fucking stop and get gas. At least a little or something. I was like, dude, how fucking hard were you on the fucking gas pedal? This thing gets it. I drove Stevens to work and back, which is only like 12 minutes. And he was like, what was the ticket? I'm like, I don't know, I think around half. He was on YouTube. But I only went so far, that little distance. He went all the way to Grand Rapids and back. But I guess Grandma gave him a piece of art for like 21 bucks or some shit on it. Yeah, so I was like, why didn't she just tell me like she was really that worried about it? Steven's like, oh, did you take the card? No, I got enough shit in my wallet right now. I'm like,
all them American flags. Outback.
for as long as this line gets behind this sign, why doesn't it switch me?
I have no idea. Some of these traffic lights are just weird.
Hey.
Alright, almost to our campsite. Stopped in Reed City right now at Wesco. It's not showing up the best. Here we go. Yeah. Wesco with a Subway. Although we're not going to Subway. Which, side note, Wesco has some pretty good donuts. That's for sure. It's after 11 o'clock right now. We left Grand Rapids about an hour ago. Yeah, I fetched a ride with my brother. So, yeah. Made it to our campsite. Yeah. It's the next morning now. Charlie. Charlie. Hi, buddy. Aurora's over there. Maybe in a little while. It's definitely a good breakfast. Bacon, sausage, pancakes, and eggs. That was delicious. What? Why are you staring at me? She keeps giving me weird looks. I don't know why you're blinking that many times. He's weird, just saying.
Do you not understand? You guys would not be fucking welcome just going over there. The Middle East? Hell no. They'd probably stone your ass. This is blue. Yes, it is.
Yeah, the old school license plates have been making a comeback. I want to try and get one for my truck, but I don't know.
I'm kind of surprised if it happened that long. Especially in Michigan, you never see white planes. One of the things is they can pull you over if they're like nap and end up in fucking Florida by accident, you know.
Dang, I like that building. Way to video bomb me, folks.
I don't like them. Right. I max it out, and then it lasts maybe like one bottle, and then it's done. I'm like, all right. I just end up getting like great value brand of the flavor squeeze. And if I need more flavor, I add more.
Yeah, because we need to take them over there. No, babe, you're going to go in there and get it.
No, we'll just toss her in there.
Ooh, the sand feels good.
Mom, do you remember the last time we were here and Steven decided to take me around with the dead fish?
Yeah, Steven was sure of us.
You tried to what?
Takes me around with the dead fish.
Yeah.
Picked it up,
Like Steven.
running, throwing it at her. Last time we were here, Ari was here.
Ooh, that was quite a drop. Ooh. Amazed people are actually swimming. Ooh, that's cold. Oh my gosh. I don't know how the hell those people over there are handling it. You people are crazy. Some twigs and stuff floating around in the river. Yes. Okay.
I got mine in my boots. I'm not planning on going that far.
He's gonna try walking across it. Okay, they walk through the water, but I don't want to get wet. So, we're going to walk up to the bridge, cross it, and then walk along the other side of the river. I did not bring an extra pair of clothes or my swim trunks. So, we're going to walk up to the bridge.
No.
Well, you don't want to go in there?
No.
Oh, pretty. Keep it, Logan. Go skip it.
Well, made it up here, Nat. Howdy. Alright, just had ice cream at this place. It's called House of Flavors. It's definitely not windy right now. That flag is not moving. But yeah, their ice cream here is pretty good. That's for sure.
Ahead, and then I'll get out and jump out, and then I can reach it. And I was on the phone, I got off the phone, and I jumped in the Bobcat, went to drive it out of the trailer, and ripped the D-ring out of the sidewall of the trailer.
That's what Dad do. Beat up your daughters.
Yep.
I want to see what happens when you put that thing on your basket.
Are you cold?
Your friend from school.
No, it's not a friend from school. Who was I talking to earlier?
Robin?
Yes.
Is that Robin?
Yes.
It sounds different than earlier.
Oh. Well. You're gonna get messed up.
No, Why are you so mean? Get on me. Okay.
About to have dinner here. Hush up. Okay, it just started raining. Yeah, I saw on Facebook that I guess Grand Rapids and Holland got tore up. Hang on, you got a car coming. My camera's a mess. Wow, that was some excitement.
I love how it said it's not supposed to rain like that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Already got one, rolled up in my left hand. Pussy on my mind, tighter than the headband. Push in my lungs, got ganja in my sweat glands. This shit I'm on better than the next strand. Than the next strand, better than the next strand. Head down, booty popping in the handstand. Shine bright, eye, give your girl. Chain hang to my ding-a-ling. Chain hang to my ding-a-ling. To do a threesome, you gotta innovate. My legs so sexy when I'm in between. Baby over there, what's up? Little mama come here. She started talking, but I really can't hear her. Till she started dancing like she do it in the mirror. Like she do it in the mirror. Like she do it in the mirror. She broke it down, started moving like she care. Like she do it in the mirror. Chop one, chop two, chop that ass down. Chop that ass down, chop that ass down. All I want you to do is just drop that ass down.
Just got back to the campsite.
You guys got it?
No, I'm alright. Apologize about the blasting music a little bit ago. That wasn't my music that was playing, that was my brother's. They're just all running to a gas station real quick. And the dogs are going crazy. Charlie, knock it off. It's okay. I gotta check on the dogs. There we go. I had to switch to my phone camera because my tablet camera does not have a light on it. My brother's tent has a light in it. His stuff didn't get wet, thankfully. like I said a little bit ago, I guess Grand Rapids, Holland, I believe they said Muskegon got tore up. I think we're like 2 counties from Muskegon, and then like I believe 2 or 3 counties from Grand Rapids. Then 4 from Holland. Yeah. I think we got this canopy. Then they're talking it's supposed to rain on and off tomorrow. Chances for thunderstorms tomorrow as well. So go figure on that. It is what it is. Yeah, when we were on our way to Luther earlier to go get pizza and have some drinks, I saw some lightning to the west. I received notification that there were areas around Grand Rapids and Holland that were under a severe thunderstorm warning. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts reported. Lots of people were already losing power. I don't know how hard it hit my home in Bangor, Breedsville area, but I know they were saying Decatur and area south of there got hit hard as well. Tell you what, southern Van Buren County and then counties south of there and St. Joe, Kalamazoo counties just can't seem to catch a break. Neither can Kent, Allegan, Ottawa, or Muskegon counties. Wish I had my truck here, otherwise I'd probably drive around in the rain and record for a little bit, but and speaking of my truck, hopefully the Gorilla Tape I put on my back window and the sunroof is keeping the rain from getting in it. Because the sunroof has a leak on it, and then, like I mentioned earlier, well, this will probably be a separate video, but I mentioned in my September vlog that my back window has a plastic window because somebody broke the back window on it. One of the parts of the back window anyways. So yeah. And then the sunroof's got a leak on it. I don't know if I said that already. I got a bad memory. Hopefully my brother does alright tonight. I'm a little worried, but like I said, his stuff was still dry. So there's that, thankfully. Alright. Back again. I had to get off, or I had to stop recording for a sec because I had to make a phone call. A buddy of mine that lives in Berkelo, or Bursu, however you say that one town, north of Zeeland. I guess he's without power right now. And according to Michigan Storm Chasers on Facebook, apparently there's been multiple power outages and poles down around Zeeland and Holland. I haven't heard anything much about Bangor, Breedsville area, or anywhere up in like northern Van Buren County. But there's been quite a few reports coming out of other areas that are dealing with downed trees, power outages, poles down, everything. Haven't heard anything about tornadoes though. Michigan so far is up 30 tornadoes, I believe. One of the tornadoes we had, it was the Martin one, that went right over my cousin and his wife and kids' house. His house didn't take on too much damage though, thank the Lord, but the town of Martin definitely got tore up from that. That was May 15th. I have a storm documentary video about that. I believe that's my dad and my stepmom that's about to pull in. Yeah, that's them. Hang on a sec. There we go. I had to turn my light off so I wasn't blinding them out. Oh, our sensor light kicked on.
They're not turning off. What? What?
Yeah.
Yes, I don't want my feet soaked, okay? I don't have any other socks.
Then take your socks off. Why not?
Maybe don't wear socks when you wear flip-flops.
Well, maybe if my toes weren't too bad, then I could do that, but yeah.
Hey, just some advice.
Logan, I literally do. I don't want to hear it.
Wow.
Michael, what's up?
Oh, crap.
No more, good. I could turn that bitch all the way up.
There it goes.
There's a 6 or an 8 battery.
This one? And 6 You cooking now?
Yeah.
Yeah, this does pretty decent with it. Well, it wouldn't be
14 something.
it wouldn't be so bad, but I think he's poking holes in the filters.
Oh, he's just fucking filling them up. And then he don't wash them so the coffee grounds are all over it.
How about it?
That one at least be an easy cut. You just start cutting off that backside. Watch it drop. Surprised if it fucking drops in the other direction or not. Here, I watch fucking. I feel like the one degree I felt like that at first. It's leaning away from the power lines. So I start cutting on that back. Continues to fall backwards and hits the power lines.
Like that.
We call the power company.
What? You're alright.
They come out, they look at it. Well, we'll send some guys out. I'm like, you didn't send some guys out to okay with it in the first fucking place. Okay. So we wait a couple more hours for these motherfuckers to get out of here. Get out here and you fucking cut. Literally took them like 2 minutes to chop it from the fucking lines. The lines stood right back up where they were. Because it was just like a couple, like the very top of it, like snagged it and pulled it down. Really breaking.
Ponderosa. Yum. Man, this place was good. Hopefully they never close it. Look at how close those trucks are together.
The first time I think I did that, I backed into it and went boom. I was like, ah, damn, what the fuck? Got out of the car, the truck, and looked.
Well,
I was like, oh shit.
well, that black truck probably has a backup camera. So he probably backed up. Just getting ready to go home. Got my bags packed up. There's Charlie just chilling there. Charlie. Hi. Charlie boy. What's up, buddy? What's up?
Come on, this basket.
How to go. Alright, folks, we are now officially heading home. My brother is in front of us right now. He's up ahead. We're going to stop at a Westco gas station in Reed City to see what all they got for donuts left. And probably grab something to drink too. Then we're going to be heading south on the 131, heading home. Got a couple hour drive ahead of us, so yeah. Kind of wish we would have done a little more while we were up here, but it's okay. This was definitely still a trip to remember. Yeah. probably about 10 minutes away. I just gotta say, I've been eyeballing this frickin' cumulonimbus cloud since we passed Zeeland, Holland area. So, yeah. Must have been a storm nearby or something. I know last night there were storms in this area. Not completely too sure how hard this area got hit last night, but I know areas north of here got hit pretty hard, so yeah. I am not exactly too sure which direction those clouds are heading, but it does look like it's not coming this way. But I don't know. There's more clouds behind us though, so I know we're supposed to get more rain tonight, so yeah. Like I said, we're almost home. We'll see what the weather does tonight. Hopefully our house still has power. Not sure if it did lose power or not, but I guess we'll find out when we get home, so yeah. Alright y'all, just got home a little while ago. Can't really see it on video the best right now, but there is a little bit of lightning to the east. If I had to guess, it was from that cumulonimbus cloud that we saw earlier while coming home. So, yeah. I would be recording with my phone right now, but my phone's got a lot of videos on it that I took from the camping trip, so I'm trying to get those transferred to Google Photos so that way I can get those onto my tablet. I don't know how well you guys are seeing the lightning, but yeah. If it starts to flash non-stop, I'll record again. But in the meantime, I do know we're supposed to get rain tonight. From what I understand, this area did not get hit with a bad storm, I guess. Some mud puddle right there. But I guess the worst of it ended up staying between here and Muskegon, so yeah. Well, I was coming up to my room to unload some things out of my bags, and it just started raining. Wow. That's crazy. Alright, folks. Well, that definitely concludes the video. Yeah, like I said earlier, this was definitely a great trip to remember. When I was on my way home from the camping trip, yeah, I definitely witnessed a few cumulonimbus clouds. So, yeah, there was definitely some rainy weather in sight when I was coming through. I didn't drive through any rain while coming home, but about a few hours after I came home, yeah, it definitely started raining. And believe it or not, after one of my brothers left my dad and my stepmom's house to head back to his home in Galesburg. He ended up driving through a really bad thunderstorm. I guess that night there was a severe thunderstorm warning issued for eastern Van Buren County and western Kalamazoo County, and he ended up hitting the severe thunderstorm as he was passing through it on Interstate 94 over by Paw Paw and Matawan. But he ended up getting home safe and sound. He said that there was quite a few people that was stopped on the side of the road, and there were some people that slid off the highway, I guess. That doesn't surprise me with that interstate, to be honest, because people on that highway do not know how to drive. So, yeah, not to be judgmental, but that's just the fact right there. That's for sure. But like I said, he made it home safe, and that night, you know, right now, the clip I'm showing you guys, yeah, it started raining quite a bit after we left Loggers Landing Restaurant and Bar in Luther. You know, the rain went on up until we got maybe a mile or so away from Baldwin, and then it stopped. But then, not too long after we showed up back at our campsite, it started raining again, and that's when I started getting a few calls and notifications that there was a bad storm that was hitting Grand Rapids, Howland, and a few other areas. I actually received some notifications while we were sitting down having some pizza at Loggers Landing in Luther, but, you know, I didn't think too much of it because we weren't in the area, because the warnings were issued for areas south of us. So, you know, we really didn't get anything. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I'm gonna end it with a slideshow, but other than that, after the slideshow, that'll be the end of the video. But I know this probably wasn't the most interesting video out there, but like I said, this was a trip that I definitely enjoyed. So, you know, hoping to have another trip like this again real soon. Probably won't be until the weather starts to warm back up, because we're already in fall. So, you know, there is that, unfortunately. But either way, you know, I always look forward to camping trips, that's for sure. But yeah, like I said, hopefully you guys liked this video and enjoyed it. Feel free to hit the subscribe button if you wish, and that's all I have to say. You guys all take care now, and have a great day.
Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Heaven can wait, we're only watching the skies. Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop the bomb or not? Let us die young or let us live forever. We don't have the power, but we never say never. Sitting in a sandpit, life is a short trip. The music's for the sad man. Can you imagine when this race is won? Turn our golden faces into the sun. Praising our leaders, we're getting in tune. The music's played by the madman. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? Forever, never. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? Forever young. Some are like water, some are like the heat. Some are a melody and some are the beat. Sooner or later they all will be gone. Why don't they stay young? It's so hard to get old without a cause. I don't want to perish like a fleeing horse. It's like diamonds in the sun, and diamonds are forever.